Hey there, welcome back to Morrowind. In the last part we started working with the local fighters and mages guilds and we picked up these boots of blinding speed. So while we're wearing these boots we can't see what we're doing, but we can still navigate with the minimap.
Yes, Outlander?
Hi lady. But obviously that isn't ideal, so what we're going to do now is make our first spell of the game. There are a few spells we want to make.
Yes, Bosma?
Hi lady.
What do you want?
But the most important one is a resist magic effect. So this is spell making. Every type of spell we've already learnt in the game is on the left side, and we get to make our own custom spells based on them. We can either have it on targets we can physically touch, on ourselves, or on a distant target. We want max strength resist magic. We can make it last up to 20 minutes long, but the success chance of casting that is minus 14,368%. Let's instead make it 21%. I think that's a better idea. We'll call it a name that we can easily find, Blinding Speed, and we'll make it. So here's the Blinding Speed spell we just made, resist magic 100%. Let's try and cast it. We failed. Let's go to bed. Oh, we were awakened by a loud noise, and there were enemies nearby. I believe we have an assassin. But he didn't attack us straight away, so let's go and look for him. There he is. Nope, he found us. Well, that's some very cathartic killing of an assassin. You may have remembered in the first episode, they wrecked us because we had no armour and we had a really bad weapon. This time, we've got this baby. That made good work of that assassin. So, we now have access to the second to best armour in the game for light armour. So let's rate it. So as you can see, this silly looking helm we've got has 10 armour rating and it weighs 2. This one weighs 1, which is half, and it has a 46 armour rating, which is like just 4 times as good. So our armour rating goes from 6. All the way to 40, which again is like 4 times as powerful as our previous armour, which is incredible. We'll leave this assassin here as our trophy for the mages. So then, let's take off our robes so we can have a look at ourselves. So this is the Dark Brotherhood set, and it is the second to best light armour in the game, and we got it straight away, which is great. So we now have a defense to take on any fighting guild quests, but our weapon skill is still so bad that we should probably train it up first. Now then, let's go to bed again. There we go. That's better. And now we have resist magic 100% on us. And since the game is paused in this screen, this will last forever, allowing us to take our time and equip these boots. And we resisted the blinding effect. So now we have some very snazzy glowy boots to go with our Dark Brotherhood gear. And this gives us sonic powers. So we now move around at the speed of sound. And we have many places to go. So it is worth noting that we lost about 3 armour. And the armour rating difference between the boots is 7 to 46. And also this lasts 4 times as long because the condition of those, which is how much damage it can take before it breaks, is only 50 while the Dark Brotherhood is 200. So these boots will break very easily in a fight, but at the same time, the movement speed is so good that we don't want to wear anything else. So then what we want to do now is make a few more spells. We made one spell that we needed, but there are a few more we need in this game.
Training? For the right price?
What do you train? You don't train at all, you just sell spells. You're a liar. So this guy has a few more spells we need. He has a Night Eyes spell, a Sanctuary spell, and most importantly, Telekinesis. So there's only one more type of spell we want to get, but that one costs over 2,000 gold to buy, so we need to make some money. Great. Our acrobatic skill is so bad that we can't even make it over that ledge. Worked that time. Let's go to Caldera, where we can make money. Thanks.
Good day. Let's do business.
Sure thing. What do you have to sell? We have restore health potions. I'll take both. Now don't watch as I steal all your stuff. It is worth noting that nobody cares that we're wearing Dark Brotherhood gear. They won't treat us as an assassin. Lots of tasty ingredients. There's also a light armor chest there. We didn't have one before, but since we just got the Dark Brotherhood stuff, we don't need it. I guess we'll have a look at it anyway. And there's a natural leather helm. Let's look at that. So that chest and helm do look nicer than the Dark Brotherhood gear, but obviously it weighs more and it's worse, so we can't really enjoy it, sadly. Now then, back to stealing. And I bet my character loves hearing those words. Let's not get stuck on the scenery, and let's go up here. Because up here is some very useful equipment for us. Alchemy equipment. So here's a mortar and pestle, we need that to make potions. There's a calcinator, a retort, and an alembic, I think. Those aren't mandatory for alchemy, but they do make potions better. So we use the mortar and pestle on ourselves, and this brings up the alchemy screen. And then we choose ingredients. We'll choose the Kwama eggs. And the hound meat. And since these both have a restore fatigue effect, even though our alchemy skill is so bad we can't actually see that yet, we can try and make a potion. And we failed. Again, our alchemy skill is dreadful. Here, there's 9 of these. Surely we can create at least one potion. We made one. We made one potion. Brilliant. We are the best at alchemy. Now then, let's drop some of this armour since it does way too much. And now we can move. So let's have a look at that potion we just made. We made a restore fatigue potion. Where was it? There it is. So it's only 22 value. Again, like that would be more expensive if we were better at making alchemy potions. But we'll try, we'll just use it anyway. So we get to enjoy our first ever potion.
Good day. Let's do business.
Let's not, otherwise you'll complain because of all the stolen stuff I have. Here is some willow alpha. That's actually very useful because we need that for our Mage Guild quest. Also, after we killed the assassin, we were told that an attempt was just made on my life as I tried to rest. I do not know who wished me dead, but the attack should probably be reported to a guard. So let's do that.
Speak quickly.
Hi, you. Tell us about the local area. Tell us about the Ebony Mines. So the Ebony Mines are to the southwest. We need to go there for a fighting guild quest. Tell us about the local gossip. Don't fight when you're tired. Don't try to cast spells when you're tired. You'll fail much more often when you're tired. Always carry restore fatigue potions. Good advice. So here's a good rumour. Throcknor the Craven, who is strong and tough but not the brightest star in the sky, wanders into Shenk's shovel and drinks enough to choke a guar. Then he tells everyone about loads of loot stashed in their cave and how the guards will never find it. Then he stumbles out of Shenk's shovel and wanders west of town, not paying attention to this person following. And then he ducks into a cave. Excellent. I think that is worth 10 gold, that information. Come on, take the 10 gold. Never mind. She doesn't want my money. Hi, guard.
Yes?
You say you've been attacked by assassins. From your description, it sounds like the work of a Dark Brotherhood. I'm not sure who you angered, but stay away from me. I suppose this should be officially reported, though. Speak to Elpis Matius. Tell us about the Dark Brotherhood. Scum. All of them. If they're after you, friend, you'd better find yourself some help, or write a will, or both. Tell us about Elpis Matius. He's recently arrived from Cyrodiil. You'll likely find him expecting the grounds at Ebonheart. So basically that's required to start the first expansion of the game, which is called Tribunal. So we'll be going there later. Hi, you.
Speak quickly.
I admire your looks. He's busy that day, sadly. Never mind. So here's a good book. It's another skill book. If we take this, it will count as stealing, but if we just close it, no one cares. In this game they like you being literate. Are you okay? Hi, you.
Speak quickly.
I admire your appearance. With me? Thanks. Any day, topless guy. So here's a unique scamp called Creeper. Hello, Creeper. He's creepin'. So Creeper is the best merchant in the entire game. He has 5,000 gold a day, and he will buy items at full price, which effectively means the bartering skill is completely pointless in this game, which is great. Let's buy back the ancient Dagoth brandy since it costs a lot. And let's sell a few more items to put the price up. There we go. While we're here, now I was about to say we'll try casting the mark spell, but we have no mana. And we only have like a 4% success chance of casting that right now because our mysticism skill is atrocious. So I did say he was the best vendor in the game. There is one better vendor who has more money. But that vendor is all the way out like here somewhere. We'll go to him later, but he's really out of the way and not really that good to find as a result. I prefer this guy because all you need to do is take the Mage Guild teleport to go somewhere else when you go here. Actually, while we're here, I believe it's a clothing store. Yes, this guy's a clothing store. Let's buy some new clothes, because we just made a lot of money. Do you have any rumours, advice or secrets? No, he just mentions that Caldera is a boring place. Well, I already know that. We'll look for some robes. There's some robes.
What assistance do you need?
So here's some new robes for us. Until we get some magical robes, I'll likely just wear different types of robes during the game, because robes go over all of our armour. So we've got that one, but we've also got this one we were wearing before. So we'll use the red one for the time being. Now then, we have the armour now to be able to take on a fight, but I think we should probably level up our longblade ability more first, or our marksman. Actually, we could level up our marksman easily, so let's try that. Actually, no, let's not do that. I forgot I haven't made the spell yet I wanted to make before we did anything. Well, I've labelled this as meandering for that very reason. I have no idea what I'm doing at any point in time. I just do whatever I feel like.
Watch your step.
Hi, lady.
Something.
So now, since we have the money we needed,
Looking for something in particular?
we can buy a really expensive spell we couldn't buy before, which is Charming Touch. And now we have all the spells we need, so
You
let's
have
make
my
some.
attention.
Also, the assassin's going to be there for the whole game now. Yes, I want your attention, because I want to make quite a few spells. So first off, let's make Bound Longbow. This was the spell I thought I already had, but I wanted to make it myself now. The reason why I want to make a custom one of these is to make it cost nothing, and be easy to cast. So we'll call that Bound Longbow weak. Next up, let's make a Chameleon spell. So we want to make this full strength Chameleon spell for 1 second. This will be used to quickly steal something from under someone's nose. Next up, we want a charm spell. This one we actually want to have quite weak. We don't really need to have this charm spell that powerful. The reason why we're not making a maximum charm spell is because by the time we can cast that, we'll have thousands of gold to throw at people to make them like us. Next up, let's have Levitate. So Levitate is a bit more unique in this game in the way that all you need is 1 strength and you can levitate. The only difference with having a more powerful levitate spell is that you move quicker while you're levitating. But with the boost of blinding speed, we should already move quickly. So we'll call that levitate slow. Next up, we may as well have a Night Eye spell. We'll just have it quite weak, because the stronger the Night Eye is, the brighter the screen is. And obviously we don't want the screen too bright, otherwise, well, it will just be glaring at us. So we'll call that Night Eye 30. Next up, we want 2 different open spells. We want one which is max strength. You can see though that the success chance of casting this is minus 18%, so we need to make our alteration skill better before we can really use that. And next up, let's just have a 25 power open spell. So this is just so that we don't have to spend as much mana to open weak things. So we'll call that open 25. Next up, let's go for... we already have our resist magic spell. Soul Trap. Similar to the Bound Longbow, I'm just going to have a weak version of this that just costs 1 mana to cast. There we go. Not bound, what am I doing? Soul Trap. And finally, let's have Telekinesis. And again, we're going to make 2 of these. We're going to have one which is max strength to reach things really far away. And the other one is going to be really weak. Make it last 2 seconds just so we can open a couple of chests or something. There we go, that's the best we can do for 2 cost. So we'll call that Telekinesis weak. So that's a lot of our money gone, but we've now made every single spell we're going to need in the game. But at least for now anyway, I might be forgetting one later. So now that we've done that, we may as well finish with the... not finish with, but continue with the Mages Guild. Hi, Azura.
Warm day to you.
Yes, we picked up the last of the flowers for you just from the Chaldean Mage Guild. These are the flowers that Azura needs. Azura has made more potions for you. Azura hopes you'll use them well. Do you have any more duties? You need a new ceramic bowl. Sure thing. Here's 10 gold. Go buy a ceramic bowl. Very well. So that's an easy quest to do. Let's just go and buy a bowl. But we're a thief. I don't really like the idea of buying a bowl. I can't resist. We are going to steal this bowl. So, it will probably cost about 2 or 3 gold to buy a bowl. So, obviously, the best idea is to use a potion that costs almost 10 times the amount to be able to steal one for free. There we go. No one saw us because of a chameleon spell. That was totally worth it. I don't see any problem with that whatsoever.
Do you need something?
Swift hunting, friend.
Yes, I've hunted a ceramic ball. Just don't show it to your boss. Here it is. Yes, good. This is a very good ball. Just don't ask where it came from. But now Azura must find her stolen reports. Azura needs your help very badly. Galdier stole Azura's reports on the properties of local flowers and mushrooms. Azura knows Galdier did not leave the Mages Guild, so reports must be nearby. So the point of that last quest was to get us out of the Mages Guild so that Galdier could steal them. I forgot to actually ask people about it, because I already know where they are obviously, but let's get the hints first. I'd only tell someone I trusted, so she saw Galdier come in and take the reports and put one under the dresser in the bedrooms.
I'm listening, please, go ahead.
Here it is. Let's read Azura's reports and mark her on her ability to become a journeyman. Flowers of Lake Amaria, journeyman report of Azura. Azura studies hard to learn secret magical properties of gold kanat, stoneflower petals, willow anther, and heather. Gold kanat has yellow flowers and very dark green leaves with sharp spines. Gold kanat and stoneflower petals make a good paste to restore strength. The paste has some bad effects, but they last only short time. Stoneflowers are dark blue and the flowers are very heavy, so they bend to the ground. It is very expensive, but Azura can gain much more magicka for a short time by mixing stoneflower petals with crushed emeralds and water. Willow flowers are red and very tall with tall and thin leaves also. Willow are very good for potions and has many uses. With frost salts, Azura made a shield of frost. With grave dust and green lichens, Azura made a potion to cure common diseases. And with cork bulb, Azura made a potion that can cure paralyzation. Azura thinks heather comes from Skyrim because the leaves look like the spiny leaves of trees in Skyrim. The flowers are also pink like the Nord people. Perfect. Obviously that makes sense. When mixed with ruby, it makes a very good potion to make you not waste so much. With a scrap of scamp skin, Azura made a potion to restore personality. Azura works very hard to collect these flower samples from the dangerous Lake Amaya. Azura must do 2 reports, and Gaudier must only do 1 silly report. Azura deserves rank of journeyman very soon now. Perfect report. I especially like the part about the heather looking like
for
Nord
something
people.
in particular?
Hello, tell us about the stolen reports. I saw Gaudier carrying a scroll up to her desk, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
I suppose I could.
Hi, assassin. I believe bodies will remain for the rest of the game. I don't believe that they fade away.
I don't know if I can help you, but I'll try.
Do you know anything about these stolen reports, lady? Are you suggesting I would steal something from a fellow guild member? Look, lady. We're both Bosmer. We're both Wood Elves. We both steal. It's just a fact of
Probably
life.
nothing.
So here's her desk, but it's not in there. And this chest contains everything that she has as a store.
What is this about?
This is about taking back this report you stashed here. Mushrooms of the Bitter Coast, a journeyman report from Azura. Azura studies 4 common mushrooms in Vorenfell. Luminous Rosala is a toadstool-like mushroom with brown spot on top. All Rosula has strong odours, but Luminous Rosula much stronger. Rosula can be poisoned if not prepared right. When mixed with pearl dust, it makes very good potion to breathe underwater. Violet Copious is a tall toadstool that glows in the night. Coprinus also is poison if mixed wrongly, like if you mix with Rosala. Copious mixed with scales lets Azura walk on the water instead of under the water. Much better. You have a way to walk underwater? Why don't you write a report on that? That sounds great. Bungler's Bane looks like a brown shelf and grows from trees and sometimes wet rocks. Bungler's Bane very bad for you when mixed with almost anything. Very hard to use, but Azura found Bungler's Bane and leftover crushed pearl makes good dispel potion. No bad effects with Mishira's skill, but potion tastes very bad. Hyperphagia looks like Bungler's Bane, confuses Azura very easily, but Bungler's Bane smells more dry and dusty. Hyperphagia has little smell, but taste is very moist. Hyperphagia, very good mushroom for eating, but too much make Azura clumsy. Azura used Hyperphagia to make the Nixhound meat more edible, and Azura could smell all enchantments in Azura's room. Azura found no other use for Hyperphagia. Azura works very hard to go all over Bitter Coast and collect all these mushrooms. Azura deserves rank of journeyman much sooner than Gaudier. What do you think about these stolen reports?
Outlander?
You're their boss. It's an unfortunate situation. Back when I was an apprentice here, we had to find our own reports when a jealous rival stole them. So apparently this is just a part of life here. Hi, assassin. I got you your reports,
What can
and
Khajiit
I think
do
you would
for
make an
you?
excellent journeyman. Yes, these were reports Azura needs. Azura thanks you. Azura is your friend always. Azura worked very hard on these mushrooms. Great. Do you have any more duties? Azura knows many secrets, but they are not yet for friend. Speak with Azura again when you are a warlock. Ranis here may have more duties for you, but Azura does not like Ranis much. Maybe you should speak with Azura's good friend, Edwina Elbert, at the Guild Mage Hall in Aldrune. So she mentioned return to her when we're a warlock, High Assassin. So that's another, like one of the highest ranks in the Mage Guild, so she might have some good quests for us later.
I've heard a lot about you, Outlander. Go ahead.
Thanks. Do you have any more duties? Nope. Maybe I'm ready for advancement. Sure thing. Hey, we're an apprentice. We simply do not meet the requirements for journeyman. That's a shame. Do you have any duties now? No, she doesn't. So to continue with a mage guild, we'll either need to increase our magic skills so that we can advance more, or go to another mage guild. For the time being though, we'll continue with Balmora while we're here.
Do I know you?
No, but you'll know me very soon.
I haven't seen that before.
So then while we're here, let's open up our journal and find the Thieves Guild quests. So we've been told to go to Natalia Whitehaven, which is somewhere near the temple. So the temple's there, so her store will be nearby. There's a clothing store, there's the alchemist store. So that's where we need to go. For the time being, let's drop off our equipment back at home, because the alchemy equipment is very heavy and it's kind of pointless carrying it around. Let's also drop off any of the spare stuff we've got in here, so we can carry more stuff when we're there. There is no quick way to store things, sadly, in this game, so we do have to go one at a time like this. There we go. Now, let's go and steal stuff from that alchemist store. We only need to steal a diamond, but while we're there, we may as well take the place. Hi, you. Also, here's a clothing store again. Let's go in and buy some more clothes. What can we steal from here? We could steal quite a good skirt, but let's buy it instead.
So what's this regarding?
So that if we ever get caught by the guards, then we won't lose all of our clothes. There's an expensive robe. Let's take all the robes she has. Because again, we'll swap between the robes every once in a while. There's an expensive belt. Let's take that. So people will treat us a bit better if we have more expensive equipment. That's why I'm buying even the skirts and stuff that won't go over our robe. Just for the hell of it. There we go. Let's put down the cost a little bit. So now we got some more clothing. For the time being, let's take off all of our armour and have a look at how it looks. So then, let's equip some stuff. I'm not going to take off the boots, otherwise we'll have to deal with casting blinding speed again. So first off, let's check out the new legs we got. They're very bright, all silky. The stuff like the amulets, the rings, and also the belts don't get shown at all on your character. Let's put on the shirt and the skirt. These two go nicely together, that's why I bought those two. It's kind of like we have some sort of bandolier across our chest or something to carry more stuff. But now, let's put on... Well, actually, let's see if this stuff goes over our armour or not. So the chest piece does go over the shirt, as to be expected. But the skirt goes over the legs, as also to be expected. So for now, let's equip our robes. So there's the red robe we had. Here's our common robe we had. Here is a new purple robe we have with lots of gems on it. Here's a nice brown robe we have. That's kind of like an upgrade to the original robe we had, since it's also brown. I like that one. This is the one that Gaudier had. It looks kind of over the top though, with all the shoulder pads and everything. And here's a nice green one. Personally, I think we'll use the brown one for now, since this kind of suits our colour more. We kind of need an upgrade to our shield. Our shield is still netched leather, but there is no Dark Brotherhood shield, so we'll have to get like a glass one or something later. I'll leave off our helm for the time being.
Okay, I'm listening.
So that we don't look ugly. Hello.
You have something to say to me?
Yes, I do. I want to steal everything from you. Can I talk to you about diamonds? No, I can't. That's a shame. So here's the diamonds on her shelf. But we can't quite reach from over here. Also, there's a guard here. So we have to position ourselves in such a way where neither of them can see us. And then we'll make use of our new telekinesis spell. There we go. And now let's steal everything from her. Because, you know, may as well. Even the stuff we don't want to take, we may as well take it off the shelf. So here are the diamonds. We only need one of these, but we'll take the other one as well, for obvious reasons. Now then, I believe we can reach this, even though she really should be able to see us, because we're not even using telekinesis anymore. Now we're just reaching across with our arm, and we're going to steal it. And she didn't notice. Excellent. So here's a lot of really cheap stuff for alchemy. We're not really going to bother taking that. I'm still going to loot it anyway, though, just because screw her. May as well. Here's some more expensive alchemy equipment. We'll take this. Let's drop our common clothing. We don't really need that anymore. And now we can still move. May as well take this and just put it back down. Because again, may as well steal it. So here's a Grand Master Mortar and Pestle. That's the best kind, so we definitely want to steal this. There's also these chests, and none of these are locked.
Where is that slave?
But we can't open a chest from the pause menu, so that's why I made this last a few seconds instead, so we don't have to cast it as many times. So let's loot all that. Let's loot all this. And this. And we just run out of time, sadly. Let's take the Grand Master Mortar and Pestle, we definitely want that. And now we should do it dropping something. Let's drop this. Can we still move? We can still move. Excellent. So we've just stolen all her livelihood. Let's see if there's anything upstairs we can steal as well while we're here. Money. Sure. Even though we can now sell once a day 5,000 gold worth of stuff to that scamp, we're still going to steal every single bit of gold we can. Let's see, let's also drop... Let's drop this retort, but it's kind of heavy. We already have one back at home. Oh, and there's a small chest with a weak lock on it. Well, we have a weak open spell. And this has even more diamonds, so we could have just come up here and taken these diamonds instead, because they're easier to steal. Well, let's go back to talk to Herbassi then and give him this diamond. Or give her this diamond, rather. Our jumping skill is so bad.
I will listen out now.
It is so bad, it's ridiculous. I love it. That's one of the main reasons why we got the levitate spell right away, is so that we can just levitate around if we need to find something. There are a lot of areas in this game that you can only reach with levitation. There are other areas where you just get stuck unless you can jump out, so it's good for both things. Hi, Herbassi.
What do you want?
I got your diamond. Herbassi will take care of everything. Herbassi cannot pay you until Herbassi's friends pays Herbassi, but Herbassi has the potion. That's fine with us. Can we advance yet? We are now a wettier. Excellent. Let's do some more jobs. Herbassi wants the key to Narano Manor. Hibani wants the key to Narano Manor. Downstairs, manors are rarely locked, but Herbassi wants to go upstairs secretly. Who has the key? Andras Narano has a key. Herbassi thinks Narano's servant, Sova Trendle at the Council Club, has a key. So he'll be in the manor, and this guy's at the Council Club. So we can either pick the pocket of the manor guy, or we could try and butter up this other guy, and if that fails, pick his pocket. Let's do that. We should probably rest and recover our mana, but instead I'll just use a potion.
Say what you want or go away.
Well, you're very rude. Who are you? He's a smith. Well, let's repair our stuff. Bye.
Our doors are always open.
Here he is. Hi, Trandall.
Where's that slave?
He likes us only 31%. Let's try charming him. We are out of mana. Let's drink a potion and then try charming him. Nope, that's restore health. We don't want to do that. There we go. Now he likes us 60. So that bumped it up by about 30 points, which is great. For the rest, let's just try bribing him with 100 gold at a time, because that's more likely to work. I said that's more likely to work. Game. Come on. Get game. Please game. Hopefully that's enough. Let's talk to him about Nirano Manor. For a small consideration, he'll tell us more. Here is 100 more gold. There we go, now we got the key. Alright, you want the key? Just don't tell my boss I did this. Not that he doesn't deserve it with what he pays me. Well, bye, mate.
Nothing.
It's probably a better idea to bribe him first and then use the charming effect. So I probably should have done that. Well, we got the key, so let's go back. We did just spend most of our gold to do that, but again, we could just go back to the scamp and get our money back, so it's not that much of a problem. Hi, you.
Greetings, friend.
I got your key. Abasi likes this key very much. Abasi pays you well for this key. Well, we got back 500 gold, so most of our money's back. We are now Rag the Footpad. You should do more jobs for your brother thieves. Razid, no good friend of Abasi, stole Dreamer artifacts from the guild. Go to Fatleg's drop-off in Hala Ode. If Razid won't give you the Dreamer artifacts, find them and return them to Abasi. You must bring Abasi a dwarven goblet, a dwarven bowl, and a Dreamer tube. Excellent, let's go do that. What's that Kaiowate like? Yeah, we should go back home first. So once again, similar to the diamond, we don't have to bring back the exact copies from that other person. We could just pick up some other Dreamer tubes and stuff like that and give them to Abasi instead. Yay! Our athletic skill is 20. Excellent. Now then, let's take this Master Mortar and Pestle and put down the Grandmaster. We'll use that when we want to use alchemy. And I don't believe that the scamp will buy any of the alchemy equipment, so we'll just drop it here instead. And now time to drop off all of our ingredients, because they do weigh stuff, you know, combined, even if they only weigh 0.1 each. When I have enough of them, they'll start weighing a lot. Most of our weight, by the way, probably is the potions. I really should sort through them and see which ones I need. Almost done. Also carrying this limeware platter. Let's put this down. And this table's locked. We now have an open ability, so we could try and use that. But we'll do it later when we have a better alteration skill, since all I really want to unlock that for is to put our books in there. So then, Hala Ode. That's down there. We've been there before when we took a boat. We could run down there, but it will be quicker to actually make use of the fast travel services. So there's a Silt Strider here.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Sure thing. We'll take this to Vivek.
Why walk when you can ride?
And while we're here, there's a boat. And we almost died from sliding down there. That's how good our alchemy, our acrobatic skill is. I knew it began with an A.
What do you want?
Now let's go to Hala Ode. This guy will take us to Ebonheart, so we could use him to go there if we want to talk about the Dark Brotherhood. Now let's try and find Fatleg's drop-off. Here it is. Here's Razid. Hi Razid. Tell us about Dreamer artifacts. What Dreamer artifacts? Yeah, the Dreamer artifacts. He's not going to tell us about dream
You want
artifacts.
something?
So he's likely stored them around here. Let's ask this guy. Do you know anything about the dream artifacts? Doesn't trust me enough. Well, I believe, do we still have the charm? Yep, we have the charm effect. Tell us about the dream artifacts. He doesn't know anything. Thanks. That's really helpful. Do you want to tell us about the dream artifacts? Tell us about the dream artifacts. He will not tell us, even if we bribe him. So, let's look around for the dream artifacts. This guy is a trader, so this place is counted as a shop. So while we're here, we can't really steal anything, otherwise it will count us against the law. Which includes the things we've come for. Which is in one of these two chests. This chest is easier, so we'll try and unlock that one. The problem is, we can't really position ourselves in such a way where neither of them can see us. Let's try and use the chameleon ability. Where is that? There it is. And let's try and pick his pocket. He doesn't have the key. I thought he would have the key. Never mind. Well, let's check out down here. Hi, you. We don't see many new faces here, and that suits us fine. What do you want? Tell us about the dream artifacts.
I can already tell I'm not going to like this.
None of these people really want to talk to us. Hi, you. Tell us about a little secret. Talk is cheap unless you start bribing people. The local criminal organisation, the Commander Tong, wasn't going to just stand by and let the Thieves Guild set up shop in their territory. It'll be bloody, and the Thieves Guild doesn't stand a chance. Well, I'm going to help them out.
What's this about?
It's not in that chest. Hi, you. Who are you? So blacksmiths in general will sell like equipment to repair our own stuff as well. It may come as a surprise to you, but some of us don't like Outlanders, and we don't like to talk to them. What about Outlanders? An Outlander is anyone born and raised outside of Morrowind. You and the Commander Tong doesn't like Outlanders. Thanks for asking. No problem, mate. Yeah, these people don't like us at all. Is there anything down here? There is. What are we being attacked by? A fish. Doesn't even have anything. Excellent. There's a little bit of air here, so let's recover our air. It's a drowned corpse. Ooh, what's up here? Try and go up this wood. I'm trying to get... Come on, game. There we go. Ooh, loot. Steel equipment. Oh no, are we stuck? No, good. I thought we were stuck in the wall, which I thought meant we were going to take lethal fall damage. So there's 4 steel equipment here, so if we were using heavy armor, this would be a really good place to get a lot of good loot. But that stuff weighs a lot, so we can't really take it back with us. We could use Mark and Recoil to take it with us, but at the same time, like, our mysticism skill is dreadful, so we can't do that yet.
Find someone else to bother.
Hello. What can you do for me? Tell me about Solstheim. Yeah, you can pretty much ask anyone about this, even if you can't talk to them at all. You interested in doing some business? What business? I got to deliver this slave to Vora Hellas in Balmora as a part of our payment. It shouldn't be a tough job. Well, we have to go back to Balmora anyway. What about delivering a slave? Just a little unfinished business between him and me. I owe him a big deal we made a while ago. The beaner here ought to pay for that side of a bargain, and more. There's a lot of money in some of these slaves. You interested in this work? Sure, I'll deliver the slave. Excellent. You'll find Hellas in Balmora in the east side of town. Just tell him Relem Arnif sent you. Take care of this slave, friend. She's worth more than you can imagine. The beaner here might not look like much, but it's what's on the inside that counts. Know what I mean? So we're only really accepting this deal because remember that we're a slave freer. We've already got some of their bracelets back at our house. So we're going to get her out of here and then free her. She's too frightened to talk to us. Okay. Maybe because he's here. I don't believe I've seen a wood elf with such a grand outfit in some time. That's because we've got a lot of expensive equipment on us. Which is why I upgraded our stuff. He doesn't trust us enough. Let's read this, get some more security skill.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
Yeah, so none of these chests have them in, so they have to be in one of those 2 chests upstairs. So let's go and take it. Now, I don't know how... Come on. You're supposed to follow me. Thank you. Bitches. Now, I don't know how following people react to crimes being broken, so she might attack us. So I better quick save it just in case she decides to attack us when we break a crime here.
You have questions?
Because we need to pick this chest, which means we need to have some mana. There's an open door spell. Let's drink a potion to get our mana back. Let's try and get him to turn around. It probably won't count, to be honest. Let's not bother. Come on. Come on.
I heard something.
What did I take alteration as a minor skill for if it's never going to work? Come on, game.
Sugar.
Any day now. We really need to go to a trainer and level up our alteration. There we go. Look. Let's take the dreamer stuff and get out of here. Now then, we broke the law.
What do you want?
So we should probably stay away from the guards. Because our crime got reported. Let's have a look at our bounty. We have 75 bounty. So how bounty works in this game is that as long as if it's low enough, the guards won't care. They'll only care if we actually talk to a guard. But if we have over a certain amount of bounty, then the guards will actively seek us out. Hi, you. Can you take us back to Vivek?
Go ahead.
Now then, let's get her away from everyone and then let's have a chat. So, Rabina, how are you doing? She's too frightened to talk to us still. I thought that you were allowed to talk to her after you got her further enough away from the guy. Never mind. Come on, Rabina. I can't really complain at her movement speed because, to be honest, I think that's how fast we're supposed to walk. Or run, rather. But obviously we're wearing these boots. Take us to Balmora.
We make a special trip just for you. Say hello.
Are you ready to talk to us yet? Too frightened. Maybe I just take her away from cities, but I've forgotten if you're allowed to do it. Because I was under the impression that I was allowed to talk to her and get her side of the story. But I might be wrong and I might be misremembering this quest. Come on, Rabina. Let's see. Resting here is illegal. Let's go a bit further. Still illegal. Still illegal. How is it still illegal? Balmora is surprisingly big, apparently. Because we're allowed to sleep when we're outside the city, but we're kind of far away from the city right now, I think. Where are you going, Rabina? Don't go into the water, thank you. There we go. So we'll get her here so that it counts as being outside. And then we'll try and have a talk to her. So we could be here a while. So yeah, let's just remember that we don't have to be wearing these boots that give us high movement speed. We could be wearing other boots that give her her movement speed. I don't think we want to continue the game with her movement speed. Right, we're far away from a city. Do you want to have a chat? No. Never mind. Let's just go back then. So, where have we got to take her? The east side of town. Maybe we just chat to her after we kill that guy then. So I was planning to free her and get her side of the story before we actually go and fight the guy. Let's just walk, I guess. I think we still walk faster than she runs. Yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. So yeah, this is definitely why we're wearing these boots. So the east side of town, which is this side. Let's have a look at the name again. Vorohelas. Maybe he has a home. Yep, there's his house. It's right next to Chaos Casades. So while we're there, we may go back and have a chat with him and get the next main quest. Because I believe we've done quite enough so far to get a name for ourselves. I mean, the assassins already want to kill us, so somebody seems to have a grudge against us. Come on, Rabina. I could just run straight ahead and go to that guy's house. But at this point, I don't know how well the AI would react to that and whether she'll just end up running back to the Silk Strider or something to try and reach me. Come on, Rabina. No, up here, Rabina. Up here. Don't know why she started running that. Rabina, where are you going? This way. There is at least one main quest in the game that requires an escort. I forgot how many there are, but yes, we'll be having to deal with this at some point. Mandatorily. That guy's house is locked. That's rather inconsiderate. He's got an upstairs. Let's see if we can find it. Oh no, the upstairs is up there. I don't think we can even reach that. Let's try jumping up here. It's still locked. Let's drink a potion. There we go. Hi. I guess Rabina didn't follow me in. That was a bit unfortunate.
Speak, traveler.
Okay. Rabina, where are you? Come on, we could... What? Rabina, what are you doing in there? Let's see if she'll join me from there. No, she won't. Well, this is unfortunate. Okay, let's... See, I don't think anyone can see us yet. She might be able to see us, so let's just sneak here. Drink another potion. We're running out of these potions. She can see us from there. Rabina, you okay? This way. We'll wait until she turns around. I hope that Rabina doesn't report this crime. Come on, go back over there. No, lady, go back over there. There, lady. Oh, screw it. Let's just try this. Ah. Our magic is terrible. It's going to get so much better later in the game, but it's kind of bad right now. Okay, we have 2 more potions. I Okay, she's leaving. Good. There we go.
Sweet.
Mate, come on. How was I supposed to do this job? How was I supposed to do this job if I didn't want to free her? If he's just going to attack me as soon as I turn up? Oh, he has a paralyze ring. And he has a key. Excellent. 400 gold. Upon arrival at the destination in Balmora, Valhalis immediately attacked the slave Rabina, attempting to kill her. Oh yes, of course. So it wasn't me who was trying to kill, it was her. It's just that, you know, whenever someone draws a weapon in this game, you immediately think it's you. So, Rabina, let's have a chat. It is good that man, Valhalis, is dead. He would have had Rabina killed for the drugs in my stomach. Thank you again. You are Rabina's only hope of escape. So, Rabina, tell us about yourself. So yeah, the reason why she was attacked was because she's carrying drugs. She's being used as a drug mule, basically. Yes, with your help, Rabina can make it to Imkilia at the Algonia mission in Ebonheart. Will you help me? Sure thing. You are much too kind to Rabina. Thank you again for your help. Let us travel together. Does this guy have anything else? Let's drink his mace. That's the last insult to him. This damages our willpower by 20 points and our intelligence by 20 points. But it does give us a buff of strength by 20 points, which really is not worth it. So yeah, I don't tend to drink alcohol in this game due to that reason. Let's rest in his bed. There we go. That's the last insult. We'll come back to Chaos later. Should I just go to the Silt Strider and see if she'll... Yeah, let's do it. Let's just run straight to the Silt Strider and see if she has the intelligence to follow me. And we'll also... we won't jump at all. For two reasons. First off, my jump is terrible. And secondly, maybe she'll follow this exact route. There we go.
Why walk when you can ride?
Come on, Rabina. We can see her in the distance, but why am I pointing at the screen? Because she has the glowy bracelet, so you can see she's crossing the bridge right now. That's one of the very good things about the magic items in this game, is that the way that they glow, in both the water and in mist like this, or the darkness, is that they glow very brightly.
What was that?
What? She's making it! She didn't take my path, she took her own path as well. Well done, Rabina! You have improved my opinion of the AI in this game. Let's travel to Vivek.
Why walk when you can ride?
And now, let's take the boat to Ebonheart. I really did not expect her to be able to make that trip. So yes, if you want to actually complete that quest like the mean way, the evil way, and actually like let him kill her, then he will pay you for letting him kill her and take her drugs. But I doubt that anybody, like, unless they know that's going to happen, is going to just sit there and let him attack them, because they probably think that they're going to attack you instead. Let's go to Ebonheart. And we'll stop right after this, because we've been playing for so long that the game is bound to crash at this point. And then I lose all my recording data. Hi, guard. Tell us... Oh, I forgot! Let's resist arrest.
Die, scoundrel!
Run! Run, Rabina! Let's go! I forgot to pay off my fine.
Speak, traveler.
Right, she hasn't followed me. Hopefully she's still there. My guards haven't decided to attack her now. Let's go pay off our money. I forgot to go there. Like, you're supposed to go to the Thieves Guild and pay off your bounty, and then you continue, otherwise the guards will attack you. I completely forgot to do that.
Where would you like to go?
Right. We got this, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I'm experienced at this game, I'm fully experienced, I know everything. Now then, can you pay off my money for me? Price on my head. Thane Rayleigh. Who's Thane Rayleigh? You. Hello. I've heard you got a price on your head, footpad. For a small fee, I could take care of that. Well, word on the street is that you've got 75 golds on your head. As you're a Thieves Guild member in good standing, I should be able to fix that for 38 gold. Thanks. I'll pay. Smart thinking. I'll take care of everything. So now we've got 0 bounty again. So the guards don't care anymore. They've all been paid off. I suppose while we're here, we may as well give you the Dreamer artifacts as well. Here they are. Yes, a Dreamer Tube, a Dreamer Bowl, and a Dreamer Goblet. All here. You've done Habasi a favour, and Habasi does you a favour. Habasi gives you tools. Some Master Lockpicks. They're pretty good. Sadly, our security skill is atrocious. We advance yet. Do more jobs. Raylan Hallow died recently, but left a bottle of vintage brandy. A vintage brandy is in Hallow Manor. Bring this brandy to Habasi. Sure thing.
I'm listening. Today's your lucky day.
Right, now let's go back to Ebonheart, and hopefully she hasn't been killed by the guards. This isn't Oblivion. Keep that in mind. This game is not Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. This is Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, which means
a special trip
the guards probably
Same
won't
low
murder
price.
somebody in cold blood.
Where would you like?
That's an Oblivion thing, is murdering people in cold blood for no reason whatsoever. Not Morrowind. Right, now let's go back to Ebonheart. Guard? No, guard. I paid. It was paid off. Ah, I'm being attacked.
See what you're made of.
People help me. I'm being attacked by a guard for no reason. Let's put on our helmets to get a bit extra. Our friend will enjoy eating this guy, apparently. Right, let's take a potion. I thought this guy would stop attacking us. Yes, destroy his fatigue, my Khajiit friend. Knock him to the ground. We got this. This guard is attacking us for no reason. Could someone come and help us, please? I'm hoping I don't accidentally attack our friend. Why are none of the guards helping us? That doesn't make any sense. This guy's breaking the law and attacking an innocent person.
You're mine.
Yeah, he's knocked to the ground. Thanks, Khajiit. Our long blade skill's improved. Excellent. Yeah, we killed the evil guard, but attacked an innocent person. He has a torch. Let's take his torch. It's quite a nice long blade, but it's obviously nowhere near as good as ours. We'll drop all his stuff on the ground and make... Nah, I don't think his body will go, so let's just leave it on him. An Imperial skirt. Let's take that. We'll equip that. With a stolen skirt. One evil man, right? Why would he do such a thing? Right, guard. Hi, guard. Now then. So, Apius Matius, he's for the Tribunal quest line. He is in the battlements. Now tell us about where the, Okay, I can't ask this guy about where the place is, sadly. Because we need to find the, what's it called? Where is she again, sorry? Okay, I think we need to find it ourselves. I believe that it's called something like... it'll have Argonian in the name. What we're looking for. Maybe it's over here. It's sort of like an embassy type of deal. Like, we're looking for the Argonian embassy. Ah, here it is, the Argonian mission. Come on. Come on, Rabina. Rabina will find her way to safety. She will stay in this place and find one who will help. She will stay here. Thanks, Rabina. So, we've just helped Rabina out.
Questions?
So, since the Argonians and the Khajiits are often slaves in Morrowind, the Argonian mission here is basically used to get them back home. So, there's a lot of, like, save-freeing stuff to do here. Let's have a talk to people about it. It is good that you brought her here. We have heard tales of drugs being smuggled inside these poor people. There seems to be no low the smugglers and slavers won't stoop to for profit. We will give her the help she needs. Thank you, and please take this in return. Perhaps it will help you in funding other missions of goodwill. Take care. Yeah. Does anyone else want to talk about any slaves we can free? Specific place? Castle Ebenhard is a pair of forts of adjacent islands. Basically just talking about this whole place. The Grand Council chambers along the Imperial Commission, the Imperial Guard Quarters, the Imperial Cult Shrine. Ooh, the Imperial Cult Shrine, that's good. The East Empire Company is also here. Right, basically she's just explaining the entire layout of this place. It's not really that important though. Let's talk about the Imperial Cult. A small walled-off area on the end of the castle of the Ebenhard. We'll look for that because we'll be able to join that like the temple. So the Dren family, so their Duke is here apparently. He's a healer, excellent. Tell us about the latest rumours, advice and secrets. With all the unrest in the Cyrodiil city. Yeah, so Oil Septim is sick and wizards say his heir, Geldil Septim and the younger Septins, Enman and Elbum, are just doppelgangers placed in the household during Jagar Farn's tenure as Imperial Battle Mage. They say the guard charged a mob demanding destruction of the false heirs. Lots of folks were killed. So I believe Jagar Farn is the bad guy from the very first Elder Scrolls game. I don't remember how many years this is after the first game, because I'd never bothered with the first two games. This is the first one I played. I believe this is probably a good place to end it, because I get the feeling this game's going to crash any second now. And we've done quite a lot. We've, let's take off our ugly helm. So we've done some more Mage Guild quests. We finished off the Balmora section, at least for the time being. We've done some Thieves Guild quests, and we've rescued this slave, and we've also picked up the Dark Brotherhood set armor, which is great. There are only really a few more upgrades we really need to do before we can start properly killing people. Even right now, the main thing we need to do is increase our Longblade skill. It's only 36, we really should be getting this up quite a bit. I might actually just go and spend some of the money we're going to get on training it soon. Do you have any more fame for rescuing that person? Nope, our reputation is still just 1.
Over there. That's new.
Yes, it is new. This is your first time here, isn't it? Hopefully there'll be more slaves to free as well. Anyway, that's the end of it. Goodbye, and be lovely to each other.